Ladies and gentlemen, what's crack-a-lacking? How y'all doing? And welcome back to the channel. You know what it is. It's your favorite gamer here. I'm the Puffman, and I'm coming back to you with some more Cold War zombie glitches. In this one, we're going to be hopping back into Maschine for another PhD slider glitch. This one is super OP, and there's multiple things you can do while in it. So if at any time you guys enjoy this video, you know what to do. Smash that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, you're gonna want to subscribe, so hit that subscribe button with the bell notifications. Today's video is proudly sponsored by Boss Services. These are my partners in all reliable Call of Duty services from level 1000 to camos and much more. For a cheap and legit price, go check them out. Link's gonna be in the description below. Thanks for the sponsor, bosses. With all that being said, let's get into this glitch. Come on, baby. Let's go. All right, mi amigos. So a few things here before we get going. A couple things that you guys are going to want to have upgraded before we get into the gameplay. So weapon skills go down to perks. Now the first perk I want to talk about is Mule Kick. Now Mule Kick at a tier 2. All enemies have a small chance to drop ammo. So while we're in the glitch with this Mule Kick perk, we will not be running out of ammo because there'll be so much ammo being dropped. It is insane. Also, the PhD slider, we're going to want that at a tier 4 or higher. So at a tier 2, it increases the slide duration. And at a tier 4, it increases the slide speed. And we need as much speed as we can to be able to breach these walls. The next thing I suggest here is your stamina up. Now, stamina up, I would suggest having it at a tier 5. So have it maxed out. And that removes the sprint speed fall off. So we're constantly sprinting at all times. We will not fall off and start going slower. We're going to constantly stay at a full sprint. Now, the next thing I suggest here is your field upgrades. Aether Shroud. Now, Aether Shroud at a tier 3 or higher. Activation instantly warps you forward a small distance. And that's what we're going to be using right there to get out of these glitches. So any PhD slider glitch that you get in, most likely you're going to be using this Aether Shroud to get out of this glitch. As always, first thing we're going to be doing here is hitting that power switch, and then we're going to be interacting with our two terminals, so one on the left and one on the right. And what that is going to do is it's going to spawn in our first Aether orb, which is the one that we take to go ahead and get up into the penthouse and grab our pack-a-punch part. Also, at this point, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your support. It is truly amazing. I cannot thank you guys enough. I love each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. So the Aether orb is going to be spawning in here, guys. And before we take care of this Aether orb, like before we enter the actual dark Aether, the anomaly, we're going to want to wait until we have at least about 10,000 points. That way there, we can pick up the 3 perks that are needed for this glitch. So here we go now. We got enough points. We're going to go ahead, interact with that anomaly, and then we're going to make our way up into the penthouse area. And I do like showing the gameplay here just in case you guys, some of you are new here and you guys don't know exactly where to go and stuff like that. So I figured this helps out a little bit more. So here we are running up into the penthouse. We're going to be getting to the penthouse area, and that is where the Wonder Fizz machine spawns in. Now, the only time that Wonder Fizz machine will be there is either when you are in the dark Aether like you're seeing here, or 10 rounds after you've put in the pack-a-punch part to open up pack-a-punch. So here we are at the machine. Now grab yourself a Mule Kick. Again, Mule Kick at a tier 2 or higher. PhD slider at a tier 4 or higher. And your stamina up maxed out at a tier of 5. So once you've gotten all that done, guys, I suggest doing the Coffin Dance Easter egg. So you got to interact with 5 orbs. When it's all said and done, you'll see this chest here. You could go ahead and interact with it and get some free jug. And maybe if you guys are lucky like the Puffman is right here, you'll get yourself a beautiful ray gun. Oh yeah. Next thing up is go ahead and pack-a-punch. You're going to want to be pack-a-punched at least the one time before getting into this glitch. And we are ready to go. So here we are right here in the living room quarters. And what we're going to be doing here, guys, we're going to get a full sprint going. And we're going to want to jump. and we're going to hit that slide button while we are in the air. Keep it held down. Keep the slide button held down while in the air. And right before touching the ground, that is when you're going to want to pause and then unpause, and you should have breached through just like so. Now, if there's a different way that is working for you guys, by all means, do it that way. It is fine. It doesn't really matter which way you do it as long as you're doing it. The method I showed you is just what works for me. Now, where I was jumping right there is where we're going to want our zombies to pile up. So anywhere here where you hit your head is where the zombies are going to pile up. And then we're just going to back up here a little bit till we can see our zombies and we got a nice clean shot at them. As for the dog rounds here, the plague hound rounds, we're going to want to come over in this area right here. That way there, the hounds do not explode on us and we will not take the hound gas damage, and the rounds will not go on forever, if you know what I mean. You guys probably seen it before. You're like, oh my God, these dogs. If you guys do not like this spot, there is another area that we can go from here. So we're simply going to lay down right here and we're going to start doing some crawling. So crawl your way through. And now there's these poles here that you guys can see. I suggest kind of following them. We're going to have to go to the right a little bit here, and then we're just going to continue going straight on through. Now, once we get to this certain area here, we're going to turn left and continue crawling. Now, at this point here, you could try standing up. You're just going to keep trying to stand up until it actually lets you stand up, which should be roughly around this area right here. Are we standing here? There we go. And then we're just simply walking forward. Just go forward, and then you'll see this spot right here. We're going to jump up top right here. We're going to look to the right. Now, I suggest getting a sprint here. You're going to want to sprint and then jump so that we mantle on top. And just like that, now we are inside the crash site. If you guys like this area, you're going to want to jump up right at these cardboard boxes on the ground and then make your way over here, and then you'll get that nice line of sight at all the zombies piled up over there. The Megaton, he does stay on top, but no worries. He does not give you any damage. Now, if you guys run out of ammunition here, the great part about this glitch is that you could come right here and refill up on your ammo. And then if the dog rounds come, you're going to want to make your way this way right here. So crawl. You're going to crawl underneath this, and then you should be able to take care of your plague hounds easily here. You will not take any damage here from the gas. They may explode on you, but you will not take any damage from them, and you should be able to continue on through your rounds through here. Next thing up is, if you guys don't like this area, there is also a third area that we could get to from here. So we're jumping down here. We're going back the way we came to actually get in here. So we are going to have to crawl at some point. So we're just going to continue walking forward here. Now we're going to crawl to get underneath here. And then once we get to like where... well, you'll see it in the gameplay here. We'll go through it with you. So we're just going to keep crawling forward here. And then once we get to, like, you see at the top right here where you could kind of see the floor edge. Well, that's what we're going to be following. So we're going to turn left right here, and we're just going to follow the floor edge right in the middle. We're all dead center with it, and we're just going to continue crawling until we have reached the spawn area. Now, you may take some death barrier hits, but no worries. You guys won't die out. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You're going to get to a certain spot here where it feels like it's blocking you. Just go to the left a little bit, and you'll wiggle your way through. So you'll see that right about here. It stopped me, so I got to go to the left, and then we're just simply turning to the right, and then we should be able to stand up at this point here in the spawn area. Now, you guys could stay around here as well. Totally up to you guys, but I suggest going over into this area. We're going to crouch right here, lay down, and we're going to crawl under here. We're making our way towards the tank right now, and then once we've gotten to the tank, we're going to be able to go in the third area that I have here for you guys. So we're going to crouch here to get underneath the tank. Crouch, Puffman. Crouch. There we go. Now we're simply just going to be falling off right here by this staircase. So just walk forward until you have fallen off, just like so. And then we're going to turn to the left. We're going to come right here. Now you're going to be backing up off of this nice and slow. So just back up really, really slow. Once you have fallen down, you're going to want to push forward. So we're going to fall down right here. Push forward, and just like that, bada bing, bada boom, you are in another spot. Now this, the plague hound here's the plague hounds here, guys. It's unstoppable. I mean, if you guys could kill them quick enough, then awesome. If not, I suggest you guys Aether Shroud out of here, just like so. This is how you get out of all the glitches. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know how it goes down in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button to keep my algorithm real. Subscribe with that bell notification on so you don't miss any of my awesome, excellent videos. Get in a game, glitch something out, have some fun. Until next time, I'm the Puff Man. Peace out.